everyone! My name is Miss Bianca, or you can call me Señorita Bianca. Welcome to another Friday morning story time with Chesapeake Children's Museum. I'm so excited for you to join us today because today we're going to be talking about friendship and friends and what it means to have a good friend. So think about it. What makes for a good friend? Well, let's find out with some stories that I have. The first story is wonderful. It's called 39 Uses for a Friend by Harriet Seifert and drawings by Rebecca Dowdy. "39 Uses for a Friend." A friend could be an alarm clock. Beep, beep, beep. Time to wake up. A friend could be an audience. A friend could be a trailblazer. A friend could be a first mate. A friend could be an accomplice. A friend could be a guard. A friend could be a hairdresser, a sprinkler, a spotter, a back scratcher. A friend could be a rope holder. A friend could be a napkin. A friend could be a retriever or a storyteller. A friend could be a model. A friend could be a manicurist. A friend could be a coach or a chef. A friend could be a listener. A friend could be a backrest. A friend could be a dancing partner or an air conditioner. A friend could be a perfume sniffer, a hand holder, a comedian, a co-pilot, a pillow, a ladder, a garbage disposal, a hand warmer, a friend could be a taxi, a timekeeper, a photographer, a doctor, a friend could be a bug remover, and a worm handler. A friend can be a phone buddy. A friend can be a lamp holder. Best friends today and tomorrow. The end.
What is friendship?
It's kindness and empathy, compassion. Friendship is being kind and when someone is on the playground and doesn't have anyone to play with, we can play with them, or when they're hurt and fell down from a big equipment, when they were high up, we can take them to the schools. My friend, she shows kindness when I'm on the playground, when I'm hurt, my broken heart. She hugs me. A good friend means you have to be respectful. When someone's ice cream is on the floor, you can share your ice cream if they are really hungry.
What are some nice things you can do for a friend?
Share the Cheetos with everyone. Have a tea party and share the glass cups. Bring them a card or a bracelet. Or make them a picture.
Is there anything you should not do or say to a friend?
We cannot say stupid. We can never ever say it. It'll make someone's heart really sad. And you should not say that you can never play with us when someone's being nice to the other friend.
If you see a friend who looks lonely, what can you do?
If they're left alone, I can come to them, play with them, and sit next to them if they don't have anyone to sit next to.
The next story is called May I Bring a Friend? By Beatrice Shank de Veneers and illustrated by Benny Montresor. May I bring a friend? The king and queen invited me to come to their house on Sunday for tea. I told the queen, and the queen told the king, I had a friend I wanted to bring. The king told the queen, my dear, any friend of our friend is welcome here. So I brought my friend. The king said, hello. He said, how do you do? The queen said, well, fancy fancy meeting you. My friend sat down right next to me. Then everyone had a cup of tea. The king and queen said, "We are having stew on Monday for dinner, and we want you to come." I told the queen, and the queen told the king, I had a friend I wanted to bring. The king told the queen, my dear, any friend of our friend is welcome here." So I brought my friend. Oh my. My friend sat down next to the king. And when dinner was over, there wasn't a thing left to eat. He looks very hungry. The king and queen sent me a card. "Come for lunch on Tuesday. Please try hard to come." So I sent a card. "Dear king and queen, I have a friend I wanted to bring." The king and queen sent me a letter. They said the more friends you bring, the better. So I brought more friends. Oh, wow. The king said, "Hello." The queen gave me a kiss and said, "What monkey business is this?" They hung from the roof. They sat on the floor. They ate and they ate till there wasn't any more to eat. The king and queen sent a man with a horn to ask me to come on Wednesday morn for breakfast. I told the man to tell the king I had a friend I'd like to bring. The king told the man, "Please tell my dear friend that his friend is welcome here." So I brought my friend. The king said, "Hello." The queen said with a frown, "I don't know where your friend can sit down." So we sat on my friend. "Please," said the king, and "please," said the queen, "come on Thursday for Halloween." "And we want you to know," said the queen and king, "you can bring any friends you would like to bring." So I came and I brought my friends. Hello, said the king and queen. Now who can this be? Then the lions roared, and they knew I was me. Roar, roar. The queen said to me, "Do come on Friday." "Yes," said the king. "It is apple pie day." I said to the queen, "Will you tell the king I have a friend I want to bring?" The queen told the king, who said, "My dear, any friend of our friend is welcome here." So I brought my friend. The king said, "Hello." The queen said, "Wee! Let's hear you play. Oh, say, can you see?" My friend played a song called "Long Live Apple Pie." Then the king played a while, and so did I. The king and queen invited me to come on Saturday for tea. "No, no, my friends want you instead to come and visit them," I said. So that is why the king and queen and I and all my friends were seen on Saturday at 2:30 having tea at the city zoo. The end. Three Little Birds by Lisa Milady and illustrated by Kyle Reed. Three Little Birds. Three little birds sitting on a wire, chirping about the day. Red asked Yellow, "Do you want to go find some worms?" Yellow replied, why not?" Off they flew to find their snack, leaving Blue behind. One little bird, sitting on a wire, feeling all alone. "That's not fair. They didn't ask me to go." His mood turned dark and foul. Along came two more little birds. Green and Violet joined Blue. Three little birds, sitting on a wire, chirping about the day. Blue still felt hurt that Red hadn't invited him along. Impulsively, he blurted out, "I heard Red say to Yellow that Yellow was the worst at finding worms." Blue knew it was a lie, but he thought, "Red deserves it for being mean to me." Green and Violet looked at each other in surprise. Green asked Violet, "Didn't we just see Red and Yellow?" "We did," replied Violet. Green asked, "Do you think they're fighting?" "Maybe," said Violet. Violet was a bird of few words. Feeling curious, Green said, "Let's go see." Blue felt guilty for what he had done. He said something that was not true, and how it had started a rumor. He wanted to take back what he said. He opened his beak to speak, but the words didn't come out fast enough. Green and Violet were already on their way in search of the angry birds. Once again, Blue was left behind. Flying in the sky, Green spied Orange fluttering in a bath. Green said, "Did you hear the news? Red hurt Yellow's feelings. They're not getting along." Orange looked puzzled. "That's funny. I just saw them fly by. They didn't seem upset at all." "I know for a fact that they are fighting," Green answered confidently. "Blue told me." Orange decided to tag along to find out what all the fuss was about. Violet saw Pink playing in a puddle. Violet stopped to share the news. "Feud," was all Violet said. "Where?" asked Pink. "Come," answered Violet, and flew away. Pink quickly followed. Green, Violet, Orange, and Pink all flew together in search of Red and Yellow, flapping furiously to find the bickering birds. Meanwhile, Red and Yellow were scurrying around in a field, happily finding worms. With a great gusto, the others landed around them. "Fight!" said Violet. Red and Yellow looked up. Fight? What fight? Asked Red. We heard you and Yellow were fighting, answered Green. Red looked at Yellow. Yellow looked at Red. They shook their heads in confusion. We are simply looking for worms, said Yellow. We're getting along just fine. Red looked at the group and asked, Who told you we were fighting? Pink said, I heard it from Violet. Orange said, I heard it from Green. Violet said, I heard it from Blue. Green said, I heard it from Blue too. Red said, What you heard was not true. He turned to Yellow and said, Let's go talk to Blue. Red and Yellow flew off. The cluster of birds took flight, following Red and Yellow in search of Blue. 7 little birds sitting on a wire. There was no chirping at all. Each one sat quietly, waiting to see what would happen next. Blue was the most nervous of all. Uh-oh. What did you tell Green and Violet? Demanded Red. Timidly, Blue answered, I said that you were hunting for worms. Another lie. Ashamed, he hung his head low. Green challenged Blue. That's not what you said. All eyes turned to Blue, waiting to hear his reply. Blue knew it was time to tell the truth. I did tell a lie. I said you told Yellow that she was the worst at finding worms, but I never said you were fighting. I think Green made that up. Green exclaimed, What? That wasn't true. I just assumed you meant they were fighting. Didn't you think they were fighting, Violet? Violet agreed. Yep. Red was angry. He didn't like when people said things that weren't true. He wanted to scream at Blue. He imagined yelling at the top of his lungs, That's not fair. Instead, Red took a long, deep breath. He knew how important it was to be calm and talk things out. Even if Blue was wrong, Red still needed to do the right thing. What made you say that? He asked Blue. Embarrassed, Blue replied, When you went with Yellow, I felt left out. I was upset that you didn't ask me to go. Red realized he was wrong not to have included Blue. Blue, I'm sorry. I didn't think to ask you to come along. That's all right, Red. I know you didn't mean to hurt my feelings. I was just upset. But I was wrong to lie and make up that story. I'm sorry. Thanks, Blue. Next time, just ask to come along. Seven little birds sitting on a wire, chirping about the day, agreeing the world is a better place when words are used for kindness. Never again did they lie or gossip. When hurt feelings occurred, as hurt feelings always do, they talked it out. Seven little birds sitting on a wire, enjoying the happiness friendship brings. The end.